Welcome back to the channel. A lot of people been asking me this question, so I'm finally answering the question about all the modifications that I done so far on my SRTG. And in this video, I'm gonna go off. I may miss some, but I'm gonna try to name all the modifications that I did on my SRTG and pretty much close to how much everything costed as far as all the modifications. If you're new to the channel, like, share, comment, subscribe to the channel, support the channel. Watch the ads all the way through, watch the videos all the way through, because that helps the channel out, it helps the channel grow. And us YouTubers, we do YouTube as a hobby, but we also do it as a profession, which means that we do it because we like to provide good content for you guys, but we also do it because we like to earn. This helps us earn money, man. So you gotta watch the ads all the way through, watch the videos all the way through. Somebody that's not subscribed to the channel, tell them to subscribe to the channel, because all of that information helps the channel grow, and it helps the channel better, and it helps us to come with better quality, better videos, and just bring more to the channel, man. So support the channel by liking, sharing, commenting, watching the ads all the way through, watching the videos all the way through, and we appreciate it. Now, without further ado, we're gonna get started on my 2014 Jeep Grand Cherokee SRT. A lot of people think it's newer than that, but it's a 14. It's just in really good condition. I take care of all of my cars, no matter what car it is. I always took care of all of my cars, so this just is in very good condition. I take care of it. I don't dog it out, so it looks newer than what it really is. But 2014 SRT Jeep. Now we're gonna start with the modifications. So as you guys know, the color, that the original color is granite gray, and I'm gonna show you guys, as you can see right here. So this is the original color, which is this granite gray color, as you can see right here. It's a little dirty, not super dirty. So the original color is granite gray. So the first modification that I did, I'm gonna try to name them in order. But I think the first modification I did on my SRT Jeep was I may not be able to name it in order, but I'm gonna name everything that I done, man, because I did a lot of modifications and I can't remember everything from first to last. So I'm gonna name what I remember. So one of the things I know we did was we blacked out everything, or tinted out everything. So you know, the windows was already tinted already, but we tinted out the tail lights, as you guys can see. Even down here, we tinted out that. So we tinted out all the tail lights. That was one of the modifications that I did so far, was tint the headlights, or tail lights, my bad, tail lights. Even the light at the bottom. We tinted out this. That's another brake light at the top. I'm trying to see something else. I believe we tinted out something else. Oh yeah, we tinted out these, which is your when you turn your blinker on. We tinted out those on both sides. As you can see, both sides are tinted. And I want to say, I don't know exactly how much I paid for that, but I want to say I paid maybe between $200 to $300. So I think I paid anywhere from $200 to $300 just on tinting out everything, because I wanted it to kind of be blacked out. So since the windows were tinted, I wanted kind of everything to have like a more of a blacked out kind of look for it, because I knew I was going to eventually either paint my car or wrap my car. So I tinted out the tail lights and the both driver side and passenger side blinker lights, or whatever you want to call it. Another thing that I did modification wise was the lights. So as you guys can see, I got custom lights put in, and you can change these lights to almost like 20 different colors. You can have it flickering, you can have it jumping, you can have it doing the color change on this side, and this side stay the same. Like, you can play with these lights a lot. If you're listening to music in the car, these lights like flicker off however, whatever song that's playing in the inside of the truck. So that was another modification that I did. And these lights is good. The guy who installed them did a very good job on installing them. They haven't given me no problems. They haven't stopped working or anything like that. I got the lights from Lightning Trends. I'm not sponsored by Lightning Trends or anything like that, but I got the lights from Lightning Trends. I believe I paid about maybe $400 to almost $500 for the lights. And then shout out to my guy over in Lansing. I couldn't find no one to do it here. I was looking for people. I couldn't find nobody to do it, so I had to drive all the way out to Lansing. It's like an hour away, and I found the guy. I forgot my man's name. Is something Customs, and he installed the lights for me. I paid about $500 just to get the lights installed, because you had to drop the whole bumper. So when you installing these lights, and these lights is all part of the set, it just makes the truck look a whole lot better, even before the wrap, just with the lights, because you don't see, well, I didn't see a lot of Jeeps that had custom lights. Yes, the Chargers and the Challengers got them, but I didn't see a lot of Jeeps that had the custom lights, so I wanted some. So I went and got them. And to get these lights installed, you gotta drop the whole front bumper, which is a lot of parts, a lot of clamps you gotta take off. You gotta take this light apart. It's a seal inside that light. You gotta take that light apart to really get to the inside of the light. Then once you take the light apart, you have to reinstall the DSL board, and you got to put them in the oven so it can heat back up and seal back up. So it's a lot that goes into installing these lights. It's not as simple as you think it is. You can't just drop the bumper and that's it. You got to do way more work than that. So that was another modification I did, was the lights. Like I said, I paid like $300 or $400. I say $300 to $500 for the lights, and about $500 to get them installed. Another modification I did was lowering springs. So as you guys know, when you get the SRT Jeep stock, it sits up a little bit higher, and it's nothing wrong with it, but it's a fast muscle truck, so it should sit lower just to give it a little bit more aggressive look. And I was gonna lower mine anyway, because before I even decided what rims I was gonna go with, I wanted my Jeep to sit flush. So I got my lowering springs, which dropped my Jeep to about 2 inches. I got my lowering springs from Cal Performance. Shout out to Cal Performance. If you guys want to get some lowering springs or any Mopar parts, I'll make sure I leave this information in the description below. But as you guys can see, it just sits like a whole, it just sits better, man. It sits more flush. And I'm gonna bag all the way up so you guys can see. Now, like, it probably can sit just a little bit lower in the back, just a little bit, but for the most part, it sits flush. It doesn't rub, it doesn't drive rough, it drives pretty much the same. And if you go to the back of the car, of the truck, it just look more like massive and look more beastier though, because it got that that stands in the back, especially like when you stepping on it, it's squat, like it's squat in the back, because all that power and all that muscle is coming to the back of the car. But as you can see, just see how beastie look, or how much more aggressive and meaner it look from the back. So that was another modification I did. I forgot how much I paid for the springs. Don't quote me on this. I think I paid about between $400 to maybe $700 price wise on the springs. On the lower springs, I'm not exactly sure, but that was another modification thing I did. And then after that, I also got the 24-inch Forgiato rims put on. That was the modification. I still got my stocks, which is in pretty good condition, but I got the 24-inch Forgiatos. I was gonna go with 22s, but I feel like the 22s would have looked good, but the 24s made it look even more better. So that's why I decided to go with. When I went into the rim shop, I wasn't really even expecting to buy no Forgiato rims, even though I always wanted some. I was really trying to go more so with like a race rim type of look. But when I went inside Tire Tracks, shout out Tire Tracks, when I went inside Tire Tracks and I seen these and I put them against the car, I just couldn't leave without getting them, man. So I had to get these 24-inch Forgiato rims. And I ain't get the floating cap. So The good thing about these is the big cap. So when you driving, the caps kind of look like it's like rocking back and forth. So it just look better. Like I said, 24-inch Forgiato rims. I got the tires as well. You see the tires still got good thread on them. The rims still good. They just dusty. And you can see the brake calibers way more in these rims. When I had my stocks on, you couldn't really see the brake calibers. And you couldn't really clean them as good. But there's a lot of space in between the rims, so you can kind of clean the brake calibers a little bit more. And it just makes it look a whole lot better. So was the 24-inch Forgiato rims. And then another modification I got was my banner. I had to promote myself because this truck is a very outrageous color. It's a bright color, so you always gonna see it, and you'll see the truck but not know who the person is behind the truck, which is why I got my YouTube name and my Instagram name put on and hot pink. It just stands out, make it different. That was another modification I did. I did modifications to the exhaust, but the truck already came with a Corsola exhaust, as you guys can see, so I didn't really have to do much work to the exhaust. But one thing I did do, because I wanted it to sound a little bit more meaner, so I tried to do a resonator delete, and I think I did a cat delete, but it made it sound like raspy. It didn't sound too good, so I ended up getting everything put back on, and I made it back original how it sounded at first, because it just didn't sound good. And I think that's because the Corsola exhaust has this own like exhaust setup. So I think in order to make it sound like I wanted to sound, I would have had to maybe get rid of my mufflers, because you can see at the bottom it has two mufflers, two on this side and it got two on the other side. And I think that may have made it sound raspier, and I didn't like that sound, so I changed, so I went back stock and had it back original. Another thing modification thing I did is I got a cold air intake put on. I'll let you guys check that out. I got the air intake from Kyle Performance as well. I got the air intake from Kyle Performance. I got the lowering springs from Kyle Performance. I got the throttle body from Kyle Performance. So as you guys can see, I got the AFE power. Got a little bit of carbon fiber right there. It's a little dusty right now. It's the air intake. Air intake and throttle body. I got this from Kyle Performance as well. I think this air intake was about, I believe the air intake was about, I think $700 to $800. And then the throttle body may have been between $400 to $500. So somewhere around there. But you guys check that out. So this is the throttle body. This is the air intake. They got a better air intake than this one. They cost like $1,500 or $1,200, but that one was sold out, so I just got that one. And then as you can see, these wires are connected to the lights that I got installed. So yeah, man, so them are the modifications I got done on the Jeep. Like I said, I probably didn't get it in that order, but I'm just naming all the modifications that I did on my SRT Jeep. And everything just came out fine, man. And then last but not least, another modification I did was throw the wrap on there. So shout out to my guys, Alan. They did the wrap on the SRT Jeep, one of one. You may have seen one or see one similar to like this, but this is a matte Miami blue wrap. And it just makes it, they did a good job, because it makes it look like it's painted on, but it's not. And that's how you want your wraps to be. You want your wrap to look like paint. Nothing is wrong with a wrap, but you just want it to look like paint, which means you want it to look good and to sit and be on the vehicle good. And they did an excellent job with putting this wrap on here. So that was last but not least, another modification I did. So we got the wrap, the rims, black tinted out everything, Corsola exhaust, throttle body, air intake, lights, decals, air intake, throttle body. I think I said it already, but that was all the modification I did. It already came tinted. I actually need to get it re-tinted. I feel like I want to get it re-tinted just a little bit more darker, but them are all the modifications that I did. All together, total that I spent on modifications on the Jeep is maybe about $10,000, man. Somewhere around there. So about $10,000 on just modifying everything on my SRT Jeep. I didn't spend nowhere near that amount on my Charger. I think I spent maybe a little over $2,000 And I kind of did a lot of stuff hands-on with my Charger. This one, not so much. I really had to go to other people to get the modifications done to it. But I spent about $10,000 in modifications on my 2014 SRT, man. So that's it for this video. Smash the like button, drop a comment below, let me know if you guys got any questions about any pricing or anywhere I went to get any work done, or if you guys want to know where I can guide you guys on getting some modifications done to you guys' vehicle. I try to make sure I can help you guys to my best ability. Like I said, watch the video all the way through, watch the ads all the way through. Knocked out 2 videos in one day, man. I had some more free time on Memorial Day. I don't really got nothing planned, so I just got my camera and make sure I dropped you some videos for you guys to watch, man. So here it is, man, all the modifications I did on my 2014 SRT Jeep.